Our Father in heaven, tonight we ask you to be in our meeting, Father, to be with all the councilmen, and Father, as we make decisions that are pleasing to you, Father, we do your will and the will of the city, Father, correctly, as we sit here together and we discuss and make those decisions. And we ask God for your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Right, we read the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kind of has to me. Yep, so it's good to see everybody this evening. In your packet, you have the minutes from the previous meeting on February 20th. We have a motion to approve as is, or any changes or corrections need to be made.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. We have a second.
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor of approving the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes. Chamber, okay. Was committee and department reports? I'd like to say hello to our new chamber director.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I guess everybody probably knows me by now, but my name is Christian Johnson. As of yesterday, new chamber director. So, since it's my second day, I was going to give a little brief report on some of the eclipse stuff that we have coming up on April 8th. Weekend before, on Saturday, the fairgrounds will be opening, and we'll have our normal fair food vendors that weekend. So you can not get your Tyrone burger, unfortunately, but a lot of other ones will be open. And we'll have Saturday will be Rooster Blue, Andre Shepard with a Stevie Wonder tribute, and the Suspects. Most of the people of the usual suspects, but not all of them. So the Boot Hill Antique Car Club will have a car show along the midway of the fairgrounds from 12 to 6, and the airport will have a fly-in that day. That night, the country club will have an eclipse-themed night golf tournament, and then on Sunday, the food vendors will reopen again at noon, and Double Take, Elliot and Jaded will play. Monday, we'll have several food trucks from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then the eclipse will start at about 12:30. Totality starts just before 2 p.m., and everything will be centered around the fairgrounds. So the chamber, we've been advertising a lot in West Tennessee, who will not be in the viewing area, and that comes from the grant that we received. And here soon, after I get my feet wet a little more, I'll come to you with some reimbursement stuff for that. And then as far as other chamber business, I'm happy to say that we have new members, Doug's Clothing, Truly Posh, and Todd Matlow. We'll have some ribbon cuttings coming up, as well as for a dog park at Indian Park at the Lions Club too. So, any questions from you right now?
Where can somebody get clips, shirts, maybe fair board or chamber? Or?
The chamber is selling shirts out of our office that are printed and you can get today. And we also have an online store through Skeeter Kell that you can place your order in and they will ship it to you.
Okay.
So in all, we have 4 different designs. Those are all up and running now.
Thank you.
And then through Friday, we'll be giving away the eclipse glasses, and after Friday, we will start charging $1 for it.
Okay. Thank you.
Kristen, welcome, and thank you for being here for the report.
I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Being on the subject of the eclipse, I do want to have a meeting. Please fire Keith, why don't we go ahead and maybe fair board, anybody from the fair board, just get an organizational, a little planning meeting, just to make sure everything's where it needs to be for that weekend. You've been hearing news reports, Arkansas and MoDOT both are planning for large traffic, and I just want to make sure as much as possible everything's planned out for our community. We'll get on a date, but it'll be in the very near future.
Okay.
We'll get all parties that can be involved with it. I will also ask, maybe the media might help out with that a little bit, was the department's been asked to, at the last meeting, the departments were asked kind of help out where they can help out with the city, the appearance of the city. Business owners and property owners alike, they please kind of clean up your property, especially if you're along the highways. We have a large, we should have a large influx of folks coming in, of people and visitors. First impression means a lot for everything, including our city. So if we can get that, get their help, get the help of the citizens, I think it'd be a great benefit for our community. So if you all wouldn't care to get that out to the public, I appreciate it. Move on to other committee reports.
If nobody else got anything, I got a
Yes,
couple things. We got our numbers in for the month of February. Everything was up between $300 and $1,500 except the use tax, which was up $15,886.
That's great.
Yeah, that's the online tax that we all voted on before. And
As far as finances, before you get off of those, I will say also that I've been doing somewhat of a poor job communicating better with the citizens. The work of the finance committee, Steve being the chairman of the committee, we went from a very bad situation to now we're doing pretty good. We've turned the boat around for the finances of the city, and we haven't won the war, but we're heading that way. So I do want to appreciate the
a lot better this
council's
year than
work.
it did a year ago.
Yeah, so the council and the finance committee, I appreciate your effort into this and getting this done.
And some other good news is that we heard from the state of Missouri. They are finishing up the feasibility study for the hospital, which is probably the first step if we're gonna get any money from the state or federal level. So,
Yes, you've got to have a feasibility study before you can make any
Yeah.
more moves. So this should have been done 6 years ago.
yep,
But
I agree with you,
It's
but it's never too late.
never too late. And so this gives us our size, how we're going to be able to afford what services we offer at our
Correct.
hospitals. So that's big news for Kennett. And Steve, I appreciate you bringing that to us.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Just not finance, but I guess if I can throw industrial in.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to Mr. Dryde for designing the signs, and street department we got the 2 new signs up, the compress,
Yep.
advertising for that, so thank you, or Donnie, maybe both of you.
I'll
We
give
got it.
credit to Melissa for that. That was Melissa's. I don't know the print.
Okay.
Joint effort. We got them all up except the one at the industrial park, and he called to have it marked today, so it should be up, not the end of this week, first next week. We got the hospital and the compress done.
Thank you.
We should have one more time that they're working on, correct?
Yeah, for the
Prince
Prince
property.
property.
Anything else, Mr. Carter? Thank you. You're done?
Yeah.
How about police committee?
We're in the process of getting our new patrol car on the inline, and I'd like to make a motion to take bids for the 2016 Ford Explorer that we have. And the money that we receive from that go into our equipment reserve to pay for getting the new vehicle outfitted.
We have that in a motion?
Make a motion.
Second? We have a second. Any questions?
Is that the oldest vehicle you got in 2016?
It's not the oldest,
Okay.
but it's probably got the most
Is it
miles.
2013, the oldest one?
Yes,
Well, 2011, it's a part-time car.
yeah.
Okay.
Older cars are better than newer cars, yes. All right, any more discussion? All in favor of that motion, say aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
Is that all you got?
I believe that's all I have.
That's easy enough. Street committee? I know Mr. Palmer, he's out for medical,
Yeah.
so we all need to be thinking about Mr. Palmer, and hopefully he's healing up. I know he's been in a lot of pain, but.
Yep.
Anything that,
You want me to go ahead and do this now, or you want me to wait?
no, let's wait till it's on the agenda, so we'll wait till now.
Okay.
Anything else besides that?
Nope.
Okay. Anybody fire committee? He's not here. Anybody with the fire committee? Oh, we start with department reports.
Tyler's got something.
Yeah, Tyler got something to follow up after I did. Mayor, City Council,
want to touch base on, Mayor, what you said earlier. And I haven't gotten a chance to get with Kenny yet, but our emergency management coordinator for the county is going to be doing a meeting with us also for the eclipse thing. We have not gotten a date on that yet either, but we will be doing a county meeting with the fire chiefs and police chiefs as well. So I'll make sure and invite you to that when that time comes.
Okay, well, thank you.
What I'd like to respectfully ask for tonight, and this is a recommendation to the fire committee, is to hire 4 part-time people at $12.30 an hour. And the names are Shayna Green, Amanda Jackson, Todd Thompson, and Hunter Guinness. All 4 of these individuals have went through an orientation process. They went through physical agilities. I think they will be a good asset to our department. We already have the gear lined up for them, so there's no need to purchase any other equipment or anything. Again, this comes from us releasing, I believe it was 5 back in November due to inactive. So that's what I'm asking for.
Chief of pay.
$12.30 an hour.
That's minimum wage.
How are you getting paid on part-time? Is that per run?
It's the same thing, per run. So if they don't go on a call, it's the $12.30 an hour, and if it goes over that hour, then it's, yeah.
It's overtime.
Well, it won't be over, it'll be $12.30. So if they're there 30 minutes on a
Okay.
call,
Uh-huh.
it's still $12.30.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a motion to approve the 4 part-time?
Make the motion.
Motion, second?
I'll second the one.
We have multiple seconds. Any discussions?
You're okay, continue your budget, right? You'll be okay with your budget?
Yeah, with the 20,000 that was put in there,
Mhm.
we're doing good. Well, I think even Jake's looked at our part-time, what we spent on that 20, and
I'm just making sure.
we're good.
Thank you.
How many firemen will that put you
Right.
full staff?
No. In years past, and Randy can understand this probably better than anybody else, well, he was on the fire department a long time ago. You know, we've always ran around 20 part-time people. Right now, we're down to 9.
Okay.
Okay.
And we are way short on part-time staff. So this 4 will greatly help.
Are you still looking for more part-time help?
Not necessarily right at the moment, but we will be in
Been
the
trained
future.
and
Yeah,
more.
we're gonna try to get these trained up. Speaking of which, Tyler and myself just put on a Fire 1-2 class. That's roughly about a 6-month class. We taught that in-house rather. Those folks will be going to Sykeston. We work well with them because you have to have different evaluators. We can't evaluate our people, obviously, because it's state testing. So we're going to be traveling to Sykeston next Wednesday. We'll evaluate their folks. They'll evaluate our folks. They're going to be going through a live burn as part of their state practicals and also doing vehicle extrication. And then Thursday, we'll be down here. Sykeston people will drive down here, and then we'll do our live fire practicals for Fire 1-2. And again, this is all state certifications. Once they pass these physical agility tests and that type of stuff, then they will be eligible to take their 200 question written test to get that certification. So quite extensive. These new hires that were approved tonight, they all have a year to meet the minimum standard, if you will, and then we'll proceed with them to get the fire 1-2.
You put 4 of those through the agility test, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my officers do the physical agility test with them. Tyler and I kind of did an orientation with them, let them know what they were expected within the first 6 months and then the next 6, so we could proceed on with employment. So I appreciate it.
How many are completed fire 1 and 2? How many are testing for 1 and 2?
3 as of right now. We have, originally we had 4, and the 4th one dropped out due to enrolling into college. So,
How many on the department have completed 1 and 2?
everybody except these 4 and 3 others. So, like I said, a lot of this training we're doing in-house, and we're able to do so because of our instructor status that we have through the state. Tyler's actually an instructor too, so that really helps out. And like I said, without that, I mean, like I said, close on middle school, you'd have semi. So we're very fortunate to have the instructors that we have to do this in-house. Any other questions? I appreciate it. I'm gonna turn it over to Tyler.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Ralph?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't vote on the motion? Well, we need to vote.
Oh, I thought you did.
Well, you got ahead of ourselves a bit.
Maybe I don't need to thank
How
you.
about this? Who's all in favor of the motion to hire 4 part-time? Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
I'll thank you again.
Mayor, council, so I just have 2 things to bring up tonight. So the fire department received a grant from the state of Missouri to replace some AEDs. What we are requesting tonight is approval to spend $4,925 from the emergency management reserve account to be able to purchase these AEDs, and then that grant is gonna pay us 50% of that money back. So that grant is gonna give us $2,462 back. And these AEDs will be used to replace all of our current ones that we have on the front line, all of our staff vehicles, and all the ones on the engines that we currently have. And last fire committee meeting, they did approve this request, so I'd like to bring it to you all to be able to get that approved.
Where these be kept at there? Where the AEDs be kept at?
So they are in 3 staff vehicles, and then they are in all of our engines.
Okay, so how many will be bad total?
7.
7.
Are you ready to present what you're gonna do with the Owens?
So, yes, what I would like to do is, some of them are broken as far as the corners, some of them cannot be, I guess you could say, saved. There's a couple of them that we would like to possibly donate to places around town. Another request that I would like tonight is, there is one institution here in town that we would like to donate one of our old ones to, which is the Kennett Christian Academy. They're the only K-12 institution in our response area that does not have a current AED in place. And we would like one of our AEDs that we do replace, we would also like to repurpose that and give to them so that they do have one on site.
To make it simple, let's make 2 motions though.
Yes.
One motion for the purchase, and one motion if the council chooses to donate.
Yes.
So let's make a motion for the grant. We make a motion to approve the grant expenditure for 7 AEDs.
Yes.
8.
8
Seven.
AEDs, 7 of them.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
alpha-
AED.
alpha.
Okay. 2 seconds. Okay.
Discussion on the purchase. All in favor say aye. Did you have discussion?
So you can get all of them for $4,000, 7 of them?
Yes, yes, sir.
That's 5,000.
Yes.
5,000 and.
$4,925.
Yes.
Then we'll have that.
And then, once we make the purchase, I'm gonna turn around and turn that into the state, and within a few weeks, we'll receive half of that money.
So you're looking at $2,500.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, the grant money that will come in, we would like to just put that back in the emergency management reserve account where this money that
That's
is
where it
coming
needs
out.
to go.
If we could put that in the motion too. If we need to, I don't know if we need to.
Sure, sounds good. Go, we're about to vote again.
Okay.
So all in favor of that motion, purchase 7 AEDs with the money going,
Back to
the grant money going back to where it originated from.
Yep.
Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Donation time.
We would like to donate one of them to the Kennett Christian Academy. We were also wanting to ask, we were going to ask tonight also donate one to the Kennett Oaks Center, but we found out through the administrator that 3 weeks ago, they were donated one already. So that one was kind of out of the question there. So that was another spot that we were looking at.
When you donate this thing, you know, they have to be checked. monthly, correct? And you guys are making those checks, correct?
Oh, absolutely, and then yearly, they have to be evaluated.
Who's gonna take care of that at the Christian Academy? Are they gonna be trained how to do that, or?
Oh, absolutely, we'll
Okay.
make sure that they receive that training, and then the administrator will be the one that's in charge of doing that.
I have a question. At one time, there was some discussion about having one out at Indian Park, at the ball field. Do they have one, or is that on the list of consideration for, does that make sense as a possible donation?
Yes, ma'am, we would love to consider that, we would just have to, figure out how to donate, who to donate it as far as, I guess, to the park board, or
You'll be the bar.
who would,
Yeah.
who would, but no, we'd be more than happy to do that also. which-
If we can do that, could you all take care of that item since the city,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's no person.
It was actually brought up in our fire committee meeting, we talked about that, but we didn't really know who to donate it to, and who's gonna be responsible for it, and who's gonna take it out
It's
there.
out of Indian Park.
It'd probably go into the boys' concession stand and say they're for the season.
Park board will be responsible.
They're gonna have to train somebody to,
There's not usually somebody right there from the park board.
That's what I was.
Yeah, but it'll be up to the park board to figure out who's going to be there and who's going to be responsible.
I mean, that was some of our concerns earlier about, you know, daily turnover of people, you know, out there, you know.
And we could definitely, obviously, whoever, you know, if we take it to park board, we'll get those folks trained up as well. So it's not that difficult. There's instructions, very easy instructions.
How about we do this? Let's make a motion that we'll give them the authority to give not give, but whatever wording you all choose, donate devices to where y'all see fit. Would y'all be good with that kind of?
Yeah.
Let them handle that. So is that a form of a motion? Motion?
Second.
Second. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. There you go.
Thank y'all so much.
Chief Raleigh,
Thank y'all.
one other question.
Yes, sir.
We're basically talking about two being repurposed at this point in time anyway.
Yes, yes.
You mentioned several of them that were damaged. Do these need, the ones that are damaged, do you need any money allocated to use those, put them in service adequately for the work and training, to be used in training?
What we'll look at is I'll get with our medical supply company, and I will ask them to, calibrate them and just kind of do a preventative maintenance to see if that's even possible. But we'll look into that. We may come back and ask for that. Yes, sir.
I mean, they do training. Tyler was at our church and trained a lot of our people there. So I know that, I mean, they're out there, they're working, and if they can use some of these old ones for that training, I just think it'd be money well spent to try to rehab some of those.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything else from the departments? No.
You got anything? Oh, you want it? We don't have, no, we don't have anything other
Well, you
than,
gotta make your mind up. You up?
well, I was gonna do that, but you said we'll do it later.
All right, we'll move on then. Do we have anything for unfinished business, which we do not on the agenda, but anything else we're missing? Okay, we'll move over to new business. Item A, Phelps, Councilman Phelps, would you care to take over on that one?
Well, ratify the decision to sell K-9 Rocky. All the council members were notified of that. And the reason why we sold the dog is, it's a marijuana dog. Marijuana is now legal in the state of Missouri. And so then the handler, it's voluntary, asked to not handle the dog anymore. So we really couldn't change it to another person on that, because anytime he came on the job, the dog would be confused, he didn't know where to, which one he had to heel to. So it was our decision to go ahead and not get rid of the dog, excuse me, sell the dog to another department in Arkansas that that they can use for a marijuana dog. And so that's kind of where we're at that.
And we'll need to vote on it this evening to ratify the decision that's been made.
Yeah. So, got any questions? Be happy to.
You care to make that the motion?
Like to make that in the motion, yes, sir.
Okay, we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussions, questions?
We need to put the dollar figure in there.
It's for
$2,000.
$2,000.
And is there a credit that's coming back with that if we
We-
do a future
Yes,
purpose? or-
the person we purchased the dog from, since we made the deal to sell it, if we buy another dog, he's gonna give us a discount on the next dog that we buy, since we were able to help another department out.
Anything else? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. In your packet, well, maybe not your packet, but your email that's been sent to you, you have a balance sheet and the revenue expenditures. Do you all have any questions regarding any of those items? If not, we need a motion to approve those.
I'll make a motion.
All right, well, then I'll take that as a second. How about that, Mr. Allen? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Mr. Panousis, would you care to enlighten us about the city abstract?
Yeah, I would like to table that. We need to be getting that on the first meeting of the month. Give us enough time to go through it and vote on it on the next time. Janet usually gets it done the first week of the month. We didn't have a meeting, or did we have a meeting last time? We didn't have the meeting, so I'd like to table this time and start doing it that way from now on.
And sometimes we won't actually get it that Tuesday night. Sometimes the first
Correct.
is.
Yeah, but we'll have
we'll
enough
get it
time
email.
to
Yeah.
look through it and vote on it the following, the second meeting of the month.
Now, some of you may or may not be wondering, but basically it's every check that's written by the city.
Yeah.
So it's something that's in the past, way in the past, it was approved. This allows you to see where every dollar is going. Minus salaries. I don't think salaries on there. It may be.
I think so.
But all our checks right on there. So we'll approve it next meeting. Mr. Westfield, you want to discuss the engineering study?
Yeah, let's try it now.
All right.
All right, Mayor, council, members. The street committee had a meeting with contractors to discuss our 2024 asphalt work that we're gonna do. And after that meeting, we had some discussions, and it's the recommendation of the street committee that we allocate up to $10,000 for engineering work that we can present with the bid packet to the contractors wishing to bid. It is further recommended that Smith & Company be used for the engineering, since they've done much of the engineering out in Riot Acres already and already have a lot of that information. The estimated cost from them to do this is around $8,000, and the money can be taken from stormwater. And we would like to get this okay to proceed with this.
You mean transportation?
Stormwater, because it's actually gonna be to do with the drainage.
Oh.
So we could use stormwater. I mean, either one, actually, we could use either one, but
Where
since
is
the
this
study is going to be to figure out what to do for the drainage.
Oh, we already paid for that.
Do what?
We already paid once for that.
That was to do the study for draining Riot Acres. This is for the study to figure out what to do with the remaining gravel roads so they can be paved to get them to drain. Basically, they are going to engineer
The crown, you like
Pretty
the
much
crown of the road,
the drainage.
how much gravel needs to be added to?
Which roads is that?
Yeah, which roads?
This is gonna be everything in Riot Acres. It's gonna be South Jackson Extended,
And
Providence Road, and Ronnie Road.
I can help you out a little bit on that. So Pendleton, Neal, McFarland, Annette, Scott, Sarah, Sandra, Ronnie Road, Providence, and South Jackson.
Neal has been done.
And
Neal was
yeah,
done
yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
and Mark Farland is under contract with Robertson, so they'll be doing it. And it'll be everyone but McFarland and Neal. And they're gonna have to do a study as to how much fill to put in there to get it up high enough to drain. I assume, I really don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna do a study to figure out how high the road needs to go to get it to drain.
And that's where the issue came in, when we met with the contractors. One of them could bid this amount of fill, And the other one got this amount and they're
We
not
were
really close.
basically saying, the information we gave them was, we needed the water to go to the drains we put in there.
Right.
So with this study, it will be more,
Precise.
they will tell them what they need, not,
It'd be fair,